Hi, I'm Tash Wilson. I'm the Governor of HMYOI Feltham. I have responsibility for a group of young adults and children who are in custody and have been committed by the courts, and we aim to rehabilitate them so that they can have a successful reintegration back into society. Today we're here because Sebastian is visiting our new motor mechanics workshop, which has just been set up and is in its infancy. This is a great opportunity today for the boys to meet Sebastian as a role model and Mikey Brown, his mechanic, and talk to them about the opportunities that Aston Martin have given them. It really gives hope to individuals who are in custody and gives them some motivation.
Been in before? Surprise. Mikey. I guess the key is to find what you like, what you love doing, where time. When I'm in the car and I'm driving, I forget about everything around me. I forget what time it is. I forget the problems that I have. When you're good enough, that's it. That's your entry ticket. There shouldn't be prejudice stopping you, anyone, joining or doing what you want to do.
When I was younger, it was a dream come true to think, watch this guy on TV and winning races for Red Bull, Ferrari, whatever, and now to be waving him out of the garage with a bunch of guys that I massively respect, who are not much older than you guys, who are putting Seb's car together. It's incredible to see them work. It's a pleasure for me to meet you guys and try and inspire what potentially could happen, exactly what we were like when we were younger.
Maybe don't stand next to me. I look like a midget, Sorry.
That's good. Keep looking this way. That's great. And that's done. Thank you.
That's it. Didn't hear him.
It's all about hard work and communication, and if these guys can do that, then there's no reason why they can't apply that for when they get out. And if these guys have that incentive that they want to learn a skill, I think Aston Martin are going to create hopefully an apprenticeship, maybe it for 1 week or 2 weeks, but to come and work with the team, come meet the guys, come meet the mechanics, the engineers, and learn that side of it, which would be a great opportunity.
Thanks very much. Now, a lot of people have been saying it's a boring season. You know that you're going to win every time you watch. But it probably isn't boring from where you're sitting, is it?
Never, no. I mean, I enjoy, it's... I think the races are quite exciting from what I see. Obviously, I can't follow them live, but...
Well, I mean, tricky. Well, you probably could.
A bit in the monitors around. No, but I think...
Do you actually watch the monitors as you're going around the big screens?
Yeah.
You do?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, it's not because I have so much time and I'm so much ahead. But it's sometimes quite useful to see, what's going on. So, obviously, when they are showing some...
crashes.
Some birds, then...
Because Valencia was, let's be honest, a bit boring. I'm afraid I was fast asleep. But Valencia, you just can't help...
Maybe that comes with age,
It is, yeah. It is, that's right. In a minute. Sunday afternoon, nod off. Anyway, I just run through some of your achievements so far. Obviously, the youngest ever world champion, the youngest person ever to win a Grand Prix, the youngest ever to get a pole position, youngest person ever to score a point, and the youngest person ever to score a fastest lap. What were you like as a baby? I'm the first to use a lavatory. I mean, were you always a competitive child?
I think I was always competitive. I'm not sure about the lavatory bit. I think it took me quite a while to understand, where you should and where you shouldn't.
Now, we've got a picture, just to demonstrate how young you are, actually, of you meeting our old Stig for the first time, actually. There you go, look. And that really does. I think that's a rather endearing picture. What was happening there?
1995.
And you were
7. There was a championship held in Kerpen, which is Michael's hometown.
Now, obviously, that must have been a very special moment for a 7-year-old to meet Michael Schumacher, who was he world champion? He was.
Yes, yeah.
He was
double world champion.
Double world champion by then. What's it like now when you lap him? Do you not feel, God, this is...
I don't think of this picture, for a start.
But is it weird?
It is a bit weird. For me, when I was karting, Michael was the one, the one I was looking up to.
So when you lap him now, do you go like that?
No, I mean...
Must be tempting.
The thing is, of course, he's a legend, and there's things that I can, learn
from people like him and drivers like him.
And you give all your cars names?
The racing cars.
The racing cars, yeah.
Yeah.
What are these names? Brian?
No.
Not Brian.
No,
Roger.
No, this year is Kinky Kylie. Got a nice backhand, you know, so... Last year it was Luscious Liz.
Luscious Liz?
Yeah.
So
The year before it was Kate's dirty sister.
Now, you're a big fan, I understand, of, well, Britain actually, but British comedy in particular. Is that right? Because I think one of the reasons why it's easy to appreciate British humour is if you speak really properly good English, which you... Can you even do accents? That's a yes, isn't it? That was just a yes.
Not that I know of.
Can you do Birmingham?
Actually, Adrian brought me close to that Brummy accent because he told some stories about Nigel Mansell in the past. About the chicane in Monza where he was, I don't know, 10 or 20 kph quicker than Piquet at that time. And Piquet didn't understand. And then Patrick Head went to Nigel. Adrian obviously was there, asking what he's doing. And he said, I just take my hair.
I just what?
I just tie my knuckles around the wheel and just go straight. Something like this.
That's fantastic! Now, you're a big fan, I understand, of, well, Britain actually, but British comedy in particular. Is that right?
Correct.
Which, Benny Hill, because that's always popular in Germany, or more up to date? What's your favourite British comedies that you...
At the moment, I'm quite into How Not to Live Your Life.
Harry Enfield's another one of your...
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, Harry
he does a very good German impersonation, so...
Which one? Oh.
Jürgen the German, do you know?
Was he the one that went, I'm struggling now. What did he say?
You say that I could give it a try because...
Well, you got the accent right. Is it?
That's what I was getting at. So he's at this bus station. I don't know, but if you got time.
Yeah.
He's at this bus station, and there's this Englishman, very smart, you know, very nicely dressed, and there comes the German with the funny jacket and the white socks, and he comes to this bus station and he's wondering why the bus is late. So I'm Jürgen. Why is the bus not on time? And then he goes a bit crazy, and in the end he's going absolutely crazy. This would have never happened under the German control, you know. Even Mussolini made the buses run on time, you know.
That's very good. Anyway, obviously, you've done many Formula One races, and you've been successful in a lot of them. Today's the most important day of your career so far, because you're here to do our lap.
Yes.
How did it go out there?
I have no idea. I don't know. You know, usually you have reference. People tell you, thumbs up, not so good.
Because they don't tell you how you.
And the thing is, you know, you have got only that car, and you know, I cannot come into the pits and say it's rubbish. Change this, change that. You know, I can complain, but. Nobody
Although
bothers,
I have to say,
so...
you did ask if you could check the tyre pressures before setting off.
Yes.
That's quite German. Nobody else has said, can we check the tyre pressure? Because this is the only opportunity, really, where Formula One drivers get to drive the same car to see how much faster or slower you are than all the others.
Yeah, so that's why I'm...
Who'd like to see Sebastian's lap? Let's have a look. Not a wheel spin.
Enough power to spin the wheels, but not much after that. Come on.
Must say it's nice to see the old Liana back, and there we are, look, a Formula One driver again taking the wide line there.
I think I could have a cup of tea before next corner.
Chicago, not running wide. Well, it seems stupid.
He thinks you will never be on time.
Obsessed with punctuality even there. Yeah, I don't want to say do you keep it in the lines, because you are the Formula One World Champion, and you have. And you managed to keep it under control on the way out as well, unsurprisingly.
This thing is really slow.
It isn't. Listen to it. Tortured tyres going through the follow-through.
92, 93, 94 miles an hour.
Very quick. Very quick. That hurt? The
Not
jolt?
much. It's a good car.
It is superb. And into Gambon, any two-wheel action? None at all. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen, across the line. What's very funny now, you just leant back. But all the way through, you've done the interview like that, and then you're like that.
Yeah.
Where do you think you've come?
It was very windy today, did you see? Can you imagine the headwind accelerating when you've got no power?
Any more excuses?
I have a couple lined up, let's see.
You're leaning forwards. Well, the fastest we've ever had is Rubens Barrichello, who did it, as we can see, in 1 minute 44.3. You did it in 1 minute.
Good start.
44. Dead.
I am Jürgen.
Hello.
Yes, I'm from Germany.
Very good.
Yes, I'm very much enjoying my stay in London. This morning I'm walking down Oxford Street in a funny hat. Maybe I am a little bit crazy. It's most peculiar, this. It says here quite clearly the buses come every 6 minutes, and yet already we are waiting for 8 minutes.
Yeah, they're often late.
This is most strange. Quite clearly 6, and already 8, and now almost 9. And I am ogling the horizon, and still there is no sign. I am not understanding this.
No, I don't understand this.
I'm sorry?
You said I'm not understanding this. The actual English expression is I don't understand this.
I must apologize for my disgraceful use of English.
Honestly, I shouldn't have mentioned it.
You no longer deserve to have me inflict my foul person upon you. I shall do you the service of henceforth forthwith shutting up my trap. I feel I must apologize for the conduct of my nation in the war.
God, no, honestly, it really doesn't matter. It's quite all right.
It is not all right. The behavior of the Nazis was completely unacceptable.
You weren't even born then.
As a German, I share in the guilt of my forefathers. The crimes committed during those dark years are a stain on my nation's history. And you must never, ever let me forget this!
Oh, look, here comes the bus now.
The bus? The bus is late! Even that fat oaf Mussolini made the buses run on time! This for